Time to play this Week 11 Tecmo Bowl nonsense. Oh wow, you're gonna play the old Green Bay Packers, huh? That's one of the best teams in all of football. Yeah, at least that's what they tell you. Anyway, you think this is gonna be a close game? Nah, I'm gonna run right through these Packers and and run right through them. Go on here to the next week, get a football season, and I'm gonna run right through these guys. Oh, they got old Brett Favre. I like old Brett Favre. He was a pretty good quarterback, old gunslinger. Yeah, a little gunslinger, but he's never faced a dome patrol like this before. He's gonna have a hard time getting that football off, and but he's gonna try though. Like I said, we're just gonna keep knocking them down, and and we're gonna run right through these guys. Wow, that was a quick 3 and out. He didn't even get a chance to throw the football. Yeah, this is their only chance of scoring against me is these fumbles and all that nonsense. And hopefully, I don't turn the ball over and I'm gonna establish the run real early in this game and try to get about I had 100 yards rushing in that last game, so we'll see if I can, continue with that and get that stuff going. And jeez, wow, they kind of just did a little blitz and they kind of ran right up the middle. Yeah, like you say, we're gonna go ahead and blow right through these guys. And, like I said, this ain't gonna be no game. Are you gonna go for it on 4th down? Oh yeah, I'm going for it. We're gonna convert and we're gonna go ahead and score a touchdown and we're gonna run right through these guys. No, jeez. Oh wow. Look like you're gonna have to play some more defense. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and shut these guys down and and all that nonsense. So was like Green Bay one of the were they a good team back in those days? Oh yeah, they were right there in the hunt. They were in the hunt for the Super Bowl. They were one of the top teams, and but you know how it is. Wow, this was probably one of Brett Favre's first years, huh? Yeah, it was kind of he might have been his 3rd or 4th season or something like that. I think his first year he was playing with the old Falcons. Oh wow, Brett Favre was playing for the Falcons. Yeah, then and the Falcons were like, you know what, this guy ain't that good, so we'll go ahead and trade him. Oh, the Falcons had Brett Favre and they traded him. Yeah, Falcons were never a very, they were never a very smart organization, they're the only team in history that could blow a 28-3 lead, and I'm not gonna, probably gave that game away. I'm sure there was a little, it was a little scripted. Oh. You don't think old Brady had just, maybe just put a little good game plan together? No, them guys was getting dominated in that game, and then somebody made a phone call and was like, "You gotta let these guys win," and and all that nonsense. Wow, I never even thought about all that. Yeah, you know how it is. It's a lot of corrupt. NFL's there's a lot of corruption in that league. That's why people don't watch it as much as they used to. There's a whole lot of nonsense in that league. Let's get back to the old Tecmo Bowl and trying to win this game. No, jeez. Green Bay Packers are playing some good defense, huh? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this first down, and then we're gonna go ahead and get the touchdown afterwards. We're gonna blow right. Oh, jeez. Your guys just keep on fumbling the football. Your guys fumble the football at least 3 or 4 times a game. Yeah, that's a whole lot of nonsense. But we're gonna go ahead and shut this down, and Like I said, we're gonna blow right through these guys. Like I said, this ain't gonna be no game. Wow, we're already in the second quarter. Huh? We look like this game is going pretty fast. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get this football back, and like I say, just gotta watch old Brett Fall don't, sling it down the field, and there we go. We'll go ahead and get this ball back. I'll try to score a quick 7 points, and put these guys down. Well, at least he didn't fumble the football. Yeah, I'm trying not to run the ball. I wish I could just fair catch it, but there's a whole lot of Tecmo Bowl nonsense on this game. Wow, they're playing some pretty good defense. Yeah, they got a couple of good plays, but we're gonna turn this around. Just starting off a little slow. Go for it on 4th down, and we're gonna see it. We're gonna go and get this touchdown real quick. Wow, he was like wide open on that play, huh? Yeah, like I said, we're gonna go ahead. We're about to turn this game around. This ain't gonna be no game. Go ahead and put this in the end zone.
Touchdown!
Wow, that was a pretty good pass play. Yeah, like I said, time for all this nonsense. We're gonna go ahead and run right through these guys, and we'll run right through this game, So what's gonna be the next Sega Genesis game you're gonna play after this? I'm not too sure. I was thinking about the old, I got this Punisher game, and, I was thinking about maybe playing that game next, I like the old Punisher, and, oh, the old Punisher, huh? He's he don't play around with those, oh yeah, he ain't got time to be, tying him up and all that stuff. He just straight up, take him out, that's a pretty good game. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm gonna play the old Punisher game next. We'll see. Wow, old Sam Mills. I'm getting old Sam Mills and Ricky Jackson and Vaughn Johnson. They just seem like to get all the sacks. Yeah, them guys don't play around, man. They run right through that line, and Brett Favre, he don't know what to do. He just kind of he stands in that pocket, don't he? Don't complain. He's a gunslinger. That's why everybody likes old Brett Favre. Wow, that's a good little run. I'm getting some yards. Yeah, like something try to get another 100 yards. Rushing with this team. We're doing pretty good. We're gonna run right through this season and undefeated, and then win get the little trophy at the end of this game. I'm thinking about this. Might be the first time I even ran through a season on this game. On this game, on Tecmo Bowl. Well, I mean, I ran a Super NES, 100 times in the NES version, but I don't know if I ever done it on the Sega Genesis because I never really had this game. This is one of the games I bought, not too long ago. I saw it. I bought it for like 50 cents at the let's see what they bookstore. Yeah, they sold this game for like $1.50 or something, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get this game. And like I said, I don't think I've ever really owned this game, back in the day, because I had the Super NES version, and the NES. I ain't never had this game. I just bought this game not too long ago. This game plays a lot different. I mean, it's kind of the same, but it's a little different from the Super NES version. So, which version do you think is better, the Super NES or the Sega Genesis? I think the Super NES version is a lot better than this one. But this ain't bad. This is a very acceptable Tecmo Bowl game, if you ask me. It's just that you can tell that this game is just not quite as good as the Super NES version. You know, I think the music and everything, and the game is a little bit more colorful, and everything about that game was just better. But like I said, I really like, this is a good Tecmo Bowl game too. I really like, if I'd have bought this game, I would not have, back when this game came out, I would not have been disappointed. It's just that I had the Super Nintendo, and and I got that Tecmo Bowl game, and But like I said, I like this game better than like Tecmo Bowl 3 and all them games. This is definitely a good Tecmo Bowl game. Wow, don't seem like Green Bay can get anything going on offense, huh? Nah, I'm shutting all that down, and Brett Favre's trying to run for his life, but we're gonna shut all that down, and gonna run right through these guys, and hopefully my guy don't hopefully I can keep my players from fumbling the football and all that nonsense. Did he ever make like a Tecmo Bowl like on the Sega Dreamcast or a Sega Saturn or something like that? Not that I know of. I don't think they did. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't remember ever seeing a Tecmo Bowl game on the Dreamcast and all. That would have been pretty cool if they did. But I'm gonna have to look into that. Maybe they did. But like I said, I had a Dreamcast. And I've never seen a Tecmo Bowl game because I sure would have bought that game. I really like the old Dreamcast. And, I think the Dreamcast was a very good system, and wish it would have lasted a lot longer than it did. I used to like playing the old Dreamcast. Oh, so what kind of games did you like on the Dreamcast? Oh, I had the old Sonic Adventures, and I enjoyed those games, and the NFL 2K was pretty fun. And I like some of them House of the Dead games they had. That was pretty fun. So, that was another little zombie game. I liked the little Zombie Revenge. That was a fun little game. I wish they'd come out with that. I wish they would have put that game on the PlayStation network. That would have been a fun game to download. They had some pretty good games on the Dreamcast, They had a lot of good games I haven't even played, like Crazy Taxi and all that. Those look like some really good games, but, those weren't my type of games to play. But there was some really good games on that Dreamcast. Like Shenmue, that was that was a great game. I wonder why they didn't put that game on a PlayStation, where you could download it all. What come Sega didn't read through a HD or something and have it, I don't know what Sega be thinking about. It's like they came out with, they redid Streets of Rage on you could download those games and Golden Axe and all them kind of games. But for some reason they left out Shenmue. That could have been a real good game, I mean, it was a real good game, but they could have they could have made a downloadable game or something, But I know one day they will, because that's too good of a game just to kind of, leave on the shelf and all that nonsense. Did you play the old NBA 2K and stuff? Yeah, I played. It was, it was a pretty fun game. I'm not even that big of a, basketball, but, that was a pretty good. It was a good game though. I did play and I did enjoy it. I kind of like the old NBA Hang Time and NBA Jam kind of games. Them games was kind of quick and it's games like that. wow, this game's going pretty quick. Yeah, I'm trying to run this football and try to get it, I try to get 100-yard rushing, during this game. And, I think I'm, doing pretty good, Did they ever have like a Mega Man game on the Sega Genesis? Uh, I've been seeing videos about that, like they do have them, but I had never seen them games when I had, when I bought the Sega, when I had a Sega Genesis, I ain't never seen no Mega Man games, but apparently they were releasing them, and I ain't never seen no Mega Man games. Because I was a big, I really liked old Mega Man, Like I said, I used to own all of them when they first came out, and I'm sure I would have bought, Mega Man on Sega Genesis, but I ain't never, like I said, I ain't never seen that game. Like, I didn't even see that game or even rent. Couldn't even rent that game, It's not like they had the internet back then where you could just kind of look it up and see if the game, existed, but when you look it up now, it's like, oh yeah, they had all the Mega Mans on the Sega Genesis and all that nonsense, but I ain't never seen those games. I just never seen them. I never even much see a rental. I couldn't even rent the game, It was never at old Blockbuster where I was. Oh, I remember old Blockbuster. That's an old rental store. Yeah, that, I think they only got one Blockbuster left out of like a million of them they had 20 years ago. Oh, ain't nobody all rents the movies no more, huh? Yeah, why rent them when you could just go to, got the old Netflix and you got the Hulus and the YouTubes and all that nonsense. It was kind of fun, to kind of go to the store and see what kind of movies and games they had, and I don't know. That was actually more fun and enjoyable. It was actually enjoyable than just sitting at home watching it on Netflix. You kind of went out with the family and just kind of like everybody rented what they wanted, and and sometimes you rented something great, and then sometimes you rented some really bad games. Some old bad games, huh? Oh yeah, that was a lot of bad games I rented, and I was just like, oh my goodness. That's those $2 I put on that game. Wow, it was only $2? Yeah, sometimes they were cheaper depending on the game. Some stuff was only $1 to rent for 2 days. If you go on a certain day, that's what it was. If you go on a certain day, you get a good little deal. It might be only $2 for that night, and you get it for 2 days, But I think most of the time it was like $5 to rent, but. We always went like on a Tuesday or something like that. And, you got to keep it for like 2 or 3 days for $2. And it was fun, man. It was really enjoyable. That was something, to look forward to every week. You just kind of went out and rent something. And it was just something fun to do with with the family, They kind of took all that away from us, Now everybody just sits at home on the telephone and on the cell phones, and everybody got their own phone, and even at the dinner table, everybody's on their phone and don't even look at each other and all that nonsense. Wow, wow, that's the most. Another thing is the arcades. The arcades were fun. All that's gone, and then you're missing out on all kind of fun. Everybody's playing the games online, and there's a whole lot of nonsense going on. Wow, you kind of like running right through the Green Bay Packers, huh? Yeah, like I said, this ain't gonna be no game. Run right through these guys and go to the next week. I really thought old Brett Favre was gonna, he's gonna make this a football game. Yeah, yeah, like I say, we're gonna go ahead and get through this game, and then like I said, I ain't got time for all this nonsense. Well, that was a pretty good game, huh? Yeah, that wasn't no game. I ran right through these guys, and it was, like I said, this wasn't. Oh, jeez. It was what it was. Go ahead and get to the next game and all that nonsense.